Greetings, everyone. How you all doing? I pray everybody's doing well. We are still here under this Rona pandemic, and everybody, hopefully, you are keeping yourself safe. I know some people still having some issues or questions about wearing masks. My suggestion is please be safe, wear your mask. If not for yourself, think about other people, and just be courteous and be respectful to everybody else. This morning, another thing from my meditation this morning. I got up around actually at 4 o'clock this morning. Well, I was up before that, and then at 4 o'clock, decided to check in with the Lord and see, hey, well, not see, well, see what He wanted me to do, if there's anything He wanted to lay on me. And I just felt moved to just be honest about my conversation with Him regarding hearing Him and not hearing Him. And there's so many people that are trying to understand who God is, what His will is, to serve Him, to know Him, and to do His will. But we struggle with hearing what is He saying. And there are times when, depending on what we're going through, we don't want the parables. Oh my goodness, we don't want the mystery. Like, be clear with us, God. So I was kind of talking with him about that. I'm like, there's so many of us that wants to serve, that really just want to serve you, want to do what's right. But it's difficult. It's difficult for many to understand what is your will, what's next for us, what is our purpose, what do you want, how do you want us to handle the current situation that we're dealing with, whatever that might be for each person. And it's hard to fathom this God that we identify as all knowing and all powerful, all good and all loving, and we look at so many things around us that are not going in the way that we would like or think should be going on. And it's hard for us to kind of conceptualize or align that God with what's happening around us. And especially when we want to search, we want to serve and understand this God so badly. And so I was just having that conversation with her, like, be clear to us, speak to us, meet us where we are. Here you are in this spiritual realm, and yeah, we know you are everywhere. This material realm is over here, and there's a chasm in between. And so we know faith is a bridge. And for those who in Christianity, we're told that Christ is that bridge as well. And so who came down as a representation of the Godhead over here in this realm over here that we are being called to live in. But it's hard. We can't cross this chasm on our own, so we need faith. But we even need help with understanding what this faith is and how to live it. Faith as a mustard seed, and we have big faith, and we have people who put us down because our faith is weak, and all this stuff for people that are confusing people. And so my thing was just, God, like, can you just be plain with us, please? We need it. Just be plain. We know we have messed things up. We know it's on us why we can't hear you a lot of times. But meet us where we are. And so that was the prayer. And then later on, after going to bed, waking up at around 7:30 or so, and going outside to then sit and have my morning regular meditation. I just felt this need to hear God's voice more clearly. And one of the things that happened to me on a couple occasions is seeing hummingbird while I'm sitting out there. And out of the blue, I've never seen a hummingbird in Georgia before. And all of a sudden, while I was journaling, both those times, hummingbird just came right in front of me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. The first time I was trying to find my camera to take a picture of it, and I missed the opportunity to just appreciate it. And I had some friends who just told me to just sit in the moment, stop trying to capture it, and just appreciate it. This was meant for me. So, this last time, I did that the last time it happened. And so this morning, I just said, God, can you just send a hummingbird? You've done that before. I didn't ask for it even any of those times, but this time I'm asking, can you just send a hummingbird? So I just sat down and we're just taking in nature and just allowing all of the dynamics of what was going on, the birds singing, and the trees, the sunlight, the awakening of the day, the crisp air, and just taking it all in. And while sitting there, I'm looking across the neighbor's yard, and I saw what looked like a leaf falling down, and then it stopped, and then went back up into the branch of the tree. And then I'm like, that couldn't have been. That's definitely not a leaf, and it couldn't have been a bumblebee because it was so small. I'm like, that's too big for it to be a bumblebee. And then I'm like, that's not a regular bird. So like that can't be. Nah, that's not a hummingbird. No way. And then I saw it come down again and was doing its zigzag stuff. Then went back up, looked like it sat on the branch. And I'm like, wow. I was just in awe. Like, Lord, thank you. Thank you for hearing me and showing up. And what I was getting throughout the meditation of that day as well is just how much nature itself is God's voice. That each element speaks of God in a certain way, and that can meet us in our different situations. And I also got what I got from that experience was we have a power. We've heard about, the secret and the power of, calling things into existence or speaking things into existence, and the power of word. And so I believe that we have that power really to be able to be in tune with what is it that we need and to call on it. Many of us have experiences where the right thing has showed up at the right time, and we may even take those for granted. And it may be that some people who have that is a gift for you to be able to tap into. It's not just something that you're supposed to depend on God and wait on God. Okay, I'm waiting. I prayed about it, so I'm waiting. And many times God has already given you the go ahead. You have the authority to operate in this power and to practice it so that you can become better at it, just like any other skill set that we have that we become better at is practicing it. So I'm encouraging those of you who may have that as a gift, that you can just call certain things when you need it into existence, to encouraging you to practicing it if you have it even as a natural gift. But those of us who may not have it as a natural gift does not mean it's still not a gift, and does not mean we can't tap into that. All right, not everybody who is supposed to play basketball naturally have a gift to play basketball. So you may have a desire, and that's what might bring you into the gifting um, that calling or that talent. And so it's important that we recognize that and take advantage of it. So I just wanted to stop, pay some attention to what happened this morning to me, and share it with you as an opportunity to say that God is speaking. If we're not clear, ask. Stop being afraid to ask God what you want. Be clear, be plain with Him. This is where I am, Lord. Show me what you want. Or maybe you have shown me, but I keep missing it, or I keep messing up. Help me stop messing up. And I just want to encourage each of you, depending on wherever you are and what you're going through, that there is a God. There's no way, in my perspective, that any of this could come about out of nowhere, right? Something had to have been here first. And there's no way a Big Bang could take place if something didn't create the Big Bang to take place, or it had to be created. Um, so to me, trust that there is something out there. However you might define this God for you, trust that there is something out there. If that's where you are, start from that space and seek. All right. So I just want to encourage you. Don't give up. Be present with God with where you are. Where you are is not a sign that you're a failure. It's just a sign that that's where you are. That's all it is. All right. So thank you for the opportunity to listen. Peace be with you all.